It is time to go to Norway. An artist named Sivert Høyem. This song is called The Rust. And today's shout out goes to Arthur W. Thank you for your support, for valuing my time and work. What is this about? I have no idea, but you need to subscribe, comment, and let me know what this song makes you think and feel. Here we go. That water looks so refreshing, life-giving. The rust. Interesting to show all these bodies of water and then speak of rust. Real quick, you guys, I just came off of listening to an intense black metal song for like 8 minutes, and there was a lot of lights and flashing and throbbing and intensity. It's wild to me how music can completely change the atmosphere and a state of mind. My heartbeat may be slowing down right now, my whole system slowing down because of the composition alone. Now, this may get heavier later on, but it feels more soothing, even the cinematography and the landscape. And it's amazing to me how the things we see and hear affect how we feel, what we think, and it can regulate the system in a very different way. Powerful.
Hours, he is gone.
His voice is interesting. I didn't expect that.
And all the time she's waiting for him.
Huh, rust on the tire.
When he comes home, he's in a terrible state. He's just sitting there by the window with his hate. A rusty bathtub in the garden. Seven cars out in the yard. And only one of them is running. Life is bountiful in the wilderness.
His voice is so full.
But it is hard.
Yet there's this rasp. It's interesting.
Everything you make just falls apart. Sometimes she thinks it's the rust that eats the soul.
Huh.
In the winter time, the sky is burning purple, orange,
The northern lights,
and
so beautiful.
gold.
That lingering bass is awesome.
So on a night like any other, she takes her bags out to the car. pauses a minute. Then she starts down the road. You can't get anywhere on a full tank of fuel and on an empty heart. It's not a place for new beginnings.
Got a great vocal range.
Everything you make just falls apart. The house neglected and forbidden. I want a giant leave the stars.
Wow.
Who in their right mind would live in it? Just thinking about it breaks your heart. One day the pain falls from the ceiling. It's hard to tell just when it starts. The slow decay and the rust that eats the soul. The winter sky burns eternally while people come and people go.
Wow. Interesting. Almost sounds like metal scratching and guitar, the guitar strings. Playing the guitar strings like that, as if metal is screeching, was very poignant and fitting. It was interesting how that dong 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 dong, that chord progression played throughout the song, because it fit to this idea that the sun keeps beating down and keeps shining even while people come and go, right? The world keeps spinning, the waters they keep rushing. You saw the northern lights, the water, a lot of landscape, a lot of nature, beautiful imagery that pointed, which for one was in contrast to the rusted bikes and different things that were, excuse me, decaying, but also fitting because as the sun keeps shining and the water keeps flowing, people come and go. People go through life and things keep rusting. And so there was that nice imagery that I think was very fitting. It also makes me think what a poignant song to speak about how things easily rust in the real world, right? When you have things being exposed to water and sunlight, metal will rust. And at one point, I think he said, you don't even know when it's begun, or, you can't even really tell when it starts. And I think that's poignant because I think most of us, we know what an object that has rust on it looks like. But do we really know that moment that it started? Most of the time, something looks fine, and then suddenly it's covered in rust. I think most of us, because we're not sitting there watching it the whole time, won't quite be able to determine the point when the first speck of rust, started on the object, right? When it's crept in. And I think that's so poetic and interesting because it's the same in life when we are not taking care of ourselves or relationships. Sometimes it's hard to pinpoint when exactly things started falling apart. A marriage, a relationship with our children, ourselves. It's hard sometimes to pinpoint an exact moment when things started breaking apart because it creeps in like rust. The beating of the sun, the water wearing on it. These things that are the elements are exposed to lead to rust. And I think that's very true even for relationship, is that when we're not actively taking care of polishing, protecting, putting it away, sheltering it from the weather, when we're not actively taking care of things, rust will creep in. When we leave it in the garden, abandoned, neglected, that bike laying in the dirt or in the grass, no one's playing with it, no one's washing it, covering it, polishing it, putting it into the garage for protection, then rust will kick in. And the same thing goes with relationship and with ourselves and our own soul. So there's different ways to interpret that, but a very interesting song, very interesting composition, and his voice, very unique. I did not expect that. Go check him out on YouTube, Sivert Høyem, and subscribe here as well. Thank you, Arthur, for that suggestion. I'll see you on the next ride.